Bill's not here. Please leave a message after the beep.
You trade mushrooms for gun?
Am I still paying some?
Yes.
Okay, nice. This is, I don't know what material this is. This is weird. Never seen anything like it.
It is really strange, says the doctor before his attention is kind of taken away. He sees before him, hey, look, there's a light over there, a light coming down from above.
Uh-oh.
There's maybe a hole over there that leads to the surface, I think. That's what it looks like. It looks like there's a spotlight of some sort over there.
Well, after you, Doc.
You guys kind of proceed forward, but the doc is very far ahead of you. You find your way over to the area where the doc had mentioned he saw the light. And you remember just then, Scout, actually, on your farm, you guys have a well.
Ah!
But you've never used it for anything. This is definitely the well, it's the same shape. So even though the doctor is ahead of you, he makes sure to kind of stay out of the way so that you can see ahead. As you get closer to that light, you immediately are able to sense something is in front of you guys. There is a pile of something on the ground, and the smell is horrific. Unlike anything you've ever smelled before.
Oh, God.
The doctor keeps walking forward.
Hey, Doc!
Yeah? As soon as he turns back to address you, he trips over it. He hits the ground, immediately very shocked by whatever he tripped over, and says, what was that? He shines his flashlight on it. Scout, and what you see is probably the most horrifying depiction of a dead body that you've ever seen in your life. Because this dead body is not just skeletal remains, no. There is still flesh on this body. Still bloody, still freshly torn open. And even worse, Scout, you can still see some of the insides strewn around. Oh yes, this is a dead body, all right. And one thing's for certain, it looks like it's been eaten into.
Oh, dear God!
It doesn't look like a feral animal has ripped it apart or anything. It almost looks more like it's been poured in acid.
Melted away by acids?
Exactly. The flesh on the body is slowly corroding.
Hey, Doc!
Yeah?
You see a face?
Yeah, hold on. Shines the flashlight on the face, and sadly, the head is just, well, skeletal remains at this point. But the doctor gasps as he's realized something. Oh my God. Scout, you're not gonna believe this. Look at that. He shines the flashlight on the body's knee. And on the knee is a metal plate.
Oh, no.
Scout.
Yeah?
Betsy needed a leg replacement.
Oh, dear.
She had a metal knee, Scout!
Oh, God! Hey, Doc, I'm gonna need you to calm down a second. We're still down here in these mines, Doc. I'm gonna need you to take a deep breath.
I thought you said she died of a heart attack. I thought you said that she died of a heart attack.
We can't be yelling in this mine, Doc.
Okay. Speak indoor voices. Okay.
We're gonna get the hell out of here.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear what? Don't be messing with me now, Doc.
I'm not messing with you. Did you hear that?
Stop messing with me, Doc. I'm not gonna be made a fool of down here.
Messing with you. Did you hear the walls? The walls are getting louder. They're moving.
Hey, Doc.
Yeah.
You got your running shoes on, buddy?
I only have my Doc Martens. My legs are shaking so hard, I don't know if I can run.
I will leave you behind.
No, please don't leave me here. Wait, look at the walls. You look at the walls and you notice that no longer are the walls simply pulsating, but it almost looks as though the holes in them are breathing.
Okay. All right, we're out of here. I'm not dying in here, Doc. We've got 30
And you can
seconds.
see teeth begin to sprout from the walls. Would you like to escape?
Yes, please. How
Right.
much willpower can I dump into this?
You can use one willpower at a time.
I'm gonna die here!
Okay, you have 2 successes. 2 successes, that's good. You managed to run. Let me roll for the doctor, whose athletics are not fantastic.
Come on, Doc, I believe in you.
Well, he's fucked. So you continue running, you keep running. The doc's legs are too shaky and he keeps tripping over and over
Doc
again.
Martens. I ain't dying here, sorry, Doc. Nope, we're escaping.
Oh,
God.
goodness.
I'm dead.
You trip and fall. The floor, it's finally become like the walls, soft and smooth, and you can feel yourself sinking deeper, and as you do, you begin to sense something being transmitted to you, something about a contract that must be fulfilled, a blood price that needs to be paid.
I ain't signing no contract from no shifty mind. I'm getting out of here.
But the contract has already been signed.
By who?
Who do you think?
Fucking doctor. Pa signed it, didn't he?
You have this image in your head of beautiful minerals and irons, beyond world's imagination, the greatest material, and a blood price that has to be paid. Now you're beginning to understand why the walls tasted so much like bacon. Perhaps it wasn't animal bacon that you were tasting in the walls, no. A sacrifice that has been made over and over again for a very long time.
Why did they turn to dust though? There's gotta be a way to turn it to dust. There's gotta be...
Clearly an exchange needs to be made. In order to get precious minerals, there's a blood price. You've heard that over and over again in your head. But what would the blood price be? If Papa made some kind of contract, he needs to be paying it regularly. And then it hits you. Maybe there's a reason that Papa and Mama always had so many old folks staying at their house.
No.
Oh yes. So if the iron did turn into dust, there must have been a reason why, a price that wasn't being paid.
I don't want to do no contract.
At this point, you hear the doctor off in the distance, kind of like scrambling towards you. Do you hear it talking to you?
Yeah, I hear it.
There's gotta be a way out of here.
Wait, I have a question.
same
How
blood.
tall was the well from the floor to the ceiling?
Maybe about 3 of your height, so not that high.
My height, he's a little bit taller than Scout. We could boost each other up and probably get out of there. I could use my pick, and we
That
could
is
use it as a
possible.
way up.
That's a creative way to get out of there. I don't know how much willpower you have left, but you can certainly try.
I have 2.
Things are starting to get a little bit dicey here as the walls begin to rumble. A mighty roar through the tunnel. And you get the feeling that this is your last chance to get out of here.
Okay, use a willpower.
All right, here we go. All right, 2 successes.
Okay, good.
So you manage to make your way back to the opening of the well, and the doctor looks back at you as you rush past him and says, "What are you doing? Why are you going back there?"
Don't ask questions, just follow me if you want to live.
Okay. He's gonna use a willpower too. Well, fuck his life, I guess.
No,
So
dude,
you-
I need you to get out of here.
He's still crawling, but he expended a willpower. That's pretty bad. You grab that pick and you walk over the dead body. The dead body at this point has all but completely corroded. And you see all of the walls surrounding the opening to the well have completely turned into a black and red pulsating mass with teeth growing out of it. And you feel like this is your only chance. Thankfully, the opening to the well is still pretty solid. You have one chance, one shot to use your pick to get out of here. Would you like to use willpower? You can if you'd like.
I'll use whatever it takes to get me out of this.
11 dice to get
this-
out of this well. That is a really fat success. 6 successes. Very handily escape. So you basically take your pickaxe, throw it into the wall with all of your strength, and it hits. It hits the last bit of rock that is still left in this well, and you begin to
Okay.
pull yourself up, little by little, with those
Okay.
strong arms and abs. Combined together, you manage to climb out of there all by yourself, handily escaping, and you make it outside of the well.
Doc!
Yeah!
How much
I
gas
can
you got
feel
left?
it
Come on!
eating my skin! There he is with 3 successes. He makes it to the bottom of the well. He says, "Hand me the pickaxe or give me your hand." But if you give him your hand, you're gonna have to really reach very deep in there.
But
So
I'm
you can
gonna
hand him
lose
the
my
pickaxe and let him do it himself. If he fails, it's bye-bye.
Can I look around? Can I do a perception check and see if there's like anything around me, like a rope or...
Oh no.
Oh, God.
That's a shame. No tools around you to help.
Chat's saying use my belt. I can't use my belt. I can't use my clothes.
I mean, if you want to.
I thought I couldn't use stuff that was on my person, like clothing and stuff.
I mean, your pants will fall down, but
That's fine. I'll take it. They're already halfway there. Can I use my belt?
yeah, sure.
Clothes are coming off. I got a belt and a bandana. Can I make shift Rapunzel rope out of that?
You do succeed.
Okay, we're making a rope.
You throw it down and he grabs it, and now he's gonna roll to climb out with it.
Okay, Doc, you got one chance at this, buddy.
This is his
Give-
last willpower.
Use it, Doc.
Here we
Hey,
go.
Doc, okay, Doc, okay, Doc.
You feel him grab onto the rope, the makeshift belt and bandana, and
Stay with me now, Doc.
with 2 successes, you feel him manage to climb out. He grabs the edge of the well and throws himself over and collapses to the ground. However, you see that he is severely burned. His skin has been severely burned by something akin to acid.
Nice job, Doc. You made it. Don't move. Is he bleeding anywhere?
I mean, yeah, his skin's been burned, so he's bleeding pretty hard. Help! 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 It hurts! God, it fucking burns!
I've got my gauze over my eye that I use as a makeshift tourniquet, and then I asked him to bring his med kit. Does he have his med kit with him?
He does. And you're going to perform first aid?
Yes.
All right.
Or make some type of medicine, do something.
With one success, you are somehow able to use a combination of the Band-Aid brought by the doctor and also some of the gauze to stop any immediate bleeding. The main areas of concern are like his arms, half of his face, part of his leg, and whatnot. However, it's still very painful for him, but it doesn't look like he's going to die immediately.
Alright, that's good. We have time then.
Your sister actually comes over and looks at what's going on and says, "Holy smokes, what just happened here?"
Can you call ambulance?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go. Is that
Also,
the
do you
doctor?
know-
I think he's the only doctor in town.
Yeah, I know. Also, do you know Pa's medicine cabinet? Does he have any strong medication, like one of the, a morphine or anything like that?
I'll go take a look. Give me just a minute.
Grab whatever you can, sis. Run as fast as you can and don't stop
Okay.
and don't ask questions.
Okay. The doctor at this point is still very shaken, but looks up at you through broken glasses and crazy hair at this point and says, "What just happened? What is that?"
I don't know, Doc, but I hope your adrenaline kicks in soon so you stop feeling anything, because boy, it's not pretty what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, well, it hurts more than it looks. Like, it's painful.
Boy, I wish we had some moonshine right now, don't you, Doc?
Some moonshine might be nice. Your sister runs back with Papa's favorite pain relievers,
Nice.
and it looks like he's going to be okay. It takes him about 30 minutes or so to calm down, and at that point, it's not really an ambulance, but something that looks like a doctor van pulls up.
Sheriff.
Yeah.
Howdy, Sheriff.
She steps out of the van and says, "Howdy, folks, we got a problem here." Is that
I wish
Dr.
I-
Nice?
I wish I could explain that, Sheriff, but I can't. I just know that he needs help real bad.
I need you two to stay here so I can come back and ask you some questions, but we'll take care of him.
Thank you, ma'am.
The doctor is still very shaken, but at least is now very happy because of the medications, is sitting on the cot and just looks at you and just waves a tiny wave, kind of similar to the one he did outside your fence, and the door is shut and he's taken away. Your sister just kind of sits down on the grass and says, "Now I know that you didn't get those burns at the forge, that he didn't get those burns at the forge. Those aren't the type of burns that you get from the stuff there. This is different. What happened?"
Yeah. If I told you, you wouldn't believe me. Maybe we should head back to the house first. I don't want to be outside
right.
here anymore.
And by the time
Also-
that you guys reach the house, it's night.
Am I still pantsless?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Are Ma and Pa around?
They are nowhere to be seen.
Okay, that's weird. It's probably gonna be weird at the house.
Just you and your sister, and it's never been like this before, really. And everything's real quiet, and it's just the two of you alone at the table, and everything feels completely different, and like you've just seen something that can't be explained.
Well, I'll just tell her what happened.
So you explain to her?
Everything in detail.
And when you tell her, she just kind of looks at you with wide eyes and says, "Are you okay?"
I know it sounds crazy.
But the well, there's just no way that why would the well lead to the mines? It just doesn't make any sense.
Why would the well lead to the mines? Why would old Betsy's body be down at the bottom of the mines? Why does the mine have teeth? Where are Ma and Pa?
Wait, old Betsy? Yeah, the body that you found right at the bottom of the well. That's old Betsy?
That's what Doc said. Doc said it needed a knee replacement.
Well,
Or
shouldn't
had a
we
knee
tell the
replacement.
police then that she's down there?
Sis, I think this is bigger than both of us. This is bigger than the police. This is a man-eating mine.
A man eating. I just don't see how that could be real. I mean,
Listen, you just have
can't
to believe me.
exist.
You think I'd walk around here with no pants and
I thought you were just trying out a new look. I mean, you can live free here. It's the countryside, but well, at this point, actually, you hear a telephone ring.
Hello?
It's actually Dr. Nice on the other end, who sounds a lot better.
Holy! Boy, am I happy to hear you, Doc. How you doing?
Thank you so much for everything you did for me. I can't thank you enough. You saved my life. That really meant a lot to me. Thank you.
Well, it's my pleasure that we both made it out alive. You haven't told anybody anything, have you?
I did tell the sheriff.
How much did you tell the sheriff?
I kinda told her everything. As soon as actually there's a ring at the fence.
Oh, God. Well, Doc, I'm gonna have you stay on the line. Hold on a second.
So you want to go head out and talk to the sheriff at the fence?
Yes.
You go and talk to the sheriff. The sheriff's just waiting there, arms crossed.
Can I put pants on before I go out? Or get a new
Of course.
belt? Okay.
Yes, if you would like to do that.
Thank you. Howdy,
And
Sheriff.
howdy. Here, come a little closer. Get a little closer to the fence. I ain't gonna hurt you.
Alright, Sheriff.
I hear that you've been through hell and back today. The case that you guys went through, it certainly does sound like a fairy tale. However, I know a couple things, and I know that there are a couple things that ain't right in this world. And what you may have seen, well, nothing will be the same after that. What do you plan on doing from here on out?
My ma and my pa have disappeared, so I reckon it'd be best to find them next.
When was the last time you saw them, your folks?
This morning at breakfast.
I think I may know why, actually. But it's
Yeah?
gonna be a little shocking for you. You see, I think your mother and father ran away. Because apparently, 3 a.m. last night, we received a call from a cell phone belonging to a Betsy. All we could get on the other side was a bunch of distressed noises, but we knew that she was staying here in this house. We came around these parts a bit later because we thought it was a prank call. So we came around these parts around afternoon. You probably would have been in the mines at that time, but you see, your father has a warrant out for his arrest for the murder of Betsy. He very well may have fled. That's the only way I can see it working out.
Right. My God. Okay. Sorry, this is a lot to absorb.
That's all right. Take your time. I know it's, I understand. I do have a suggestion for you, though. If you want to find answers, what you've seen here is eating away at you. I know someone who can help, an, acquaintance of mine. Owns a restaurant in Mithden.
I heard of Mithden.
It's pretty far, but, I have a friend who can take you there if you want. The sheriff gives you a card and says, this is where you can go to find him.
Oh dear God, I can't read it.
If you have any questions, you let me know.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good luck with your life from here on out. And she drives off.
Oh, we're going to Mithden. I think it'd be good. Bring the sister, if we can.
Yeah, I mean, you can probably bring her along as well. You can't really play as her, but she can certainly
No.
be in there if you want.
Just, I don't want to leave her here. Well, I know Doc is still on the line. Wish him well and tell him I'll see him around. It might be in a place called Mithden.
Hey! That's where I
Yeah.
came from, actually. To be honest, after all of this, I might just go back home to Mithden as well because, I mean, please don't take this the wrong way, but I get the feeling that now, old people may stop dying and disappearing regularly.
Well, I got my pa's old Ford, if you need a lift, or we can all squeeze onto my Harley.
Oh, wow, a motorcycle, that's... Whoa! Ford sounds nice. I've always wanted to ride in the back of a Ford truck.
Well then, I'll stop by bright and early and, I guess we're heading to Mithden.
With that being said, once the sun rises, you guys load up Papa's old Ford. Not like he's gonna need it anymore. It's surprising that he didn't take it, interestingly enough.
Did he take the bike?
Not the bike, however, the tractor is missing.
That sounds like Pa. Yeah.
So you guys, you all load up the Ford, stop by to grab the doctor, and you guys head for Mithden.
Can I take my Harley or is that
You can
gone?
load the Harley in the back of the Ford, and you guys head into the city. I guess, for now, that's where we end your story.
Ooh, yeah. Only when it's on and skid it. Hopping out the raid to skid it. Smash 9 bitches, skid it.